now that the thunder has stopped for now, let's get ready, shall we? Figured I'd just do kind of chill, get ready with me because it's kind of gloomy outside, kind of rainy, a little bit thundery. I love this kind of weather. It's like my favorite kind of weather. I just wish I had a book to read right now. And now that I'm like in my like break from school, like the winter semester is over. I'm like in between. I'm gonna be taking a couple classes in spring summer semester, but I have a little bit of time before that starts, so I'm like not really doing anything right now. Wow, the rain's really coming down now. Oh my gosh, this is great. I hope it's not too loud because I really don't want to have to edit this at all. Anyways, I just put some eye primer on. I'm really only going to be doing my eyes for now because I don't really do my face makeup anymore. Oh. Because I'm wearing a mask all day. So why should I bother? Like this pimple, no one's going to see it. These pimples down here, nobody's going to see them. It's all going to be covered up with a mask. So why bother if it's all just going to get rubbed off anyways? Okay. I'm using this, the Ultra Precise Brow from e.l.f. I really like this one. I know my eyebrows are quite full as they are, but I like to fill in a little bit more at the front. So they're a little bit sparse. So, how are things going? Oh, let's go back to the book thing because I was kind of upset about this. Oh, there's my neighbor. What's she looking for? Oh, well, she's gone. Anyways, I was looking for a book to start because I want to start reading again. I used to be really into reading. I used to read a lot. Like, I have lots and lots of books, but like, I don't know, when I'm in school, I have a really hard time, especially now with social media. When I have like off time, I just scroll on like Instagram or TikTok. But I want to get back into reading. And one thing that actually makes me really want to read more is watching people on YouTube talk about books. Which is like, seems really weird. But I don't know, when other people are talking about books, talking about how good they are, how good this one was. I really liked this one. It had this kind of, you're like, oh, that sounds exciting. I want to read that. I want to get lost in the book world, you know, if you like books and you understand. But, oh, I used to be such a big reader as a kid, but most of my books and everything are in boxes. And I have some in my house with me, but a lot of them are still like in boxes in the garage, and I really don't want to have to go through all those boxes to find a book to read. And I don't want to buy another book because I already have so many. There's some I want to reread because they were just so good, and like series, you know. There's this one series, oh my gosh, what's it called? Oh, Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I really enjoyed that series. I never finished it, but I think I have all the books now. But I never finished it. But now I don't really remember everything that happened in the beginning. So I feel like I'm gonna have to reread all of them. Because I need to remind myself what happened. Okay, I'm going with the e.l.f. Wow Brow. I really like this. I really like this. This is the kind of thing that I would use, just brush through my brows on a day when I don't feel like filling them in at all. Just adds a little bit of pigment. Nice hold. How's that look? Okay, I like that. It looks kind of weird on camera, like it's really, like they're really clumping together here. Okay, not bad. I probably don't need to re-dip every time, like when I start a new prop, but I like to. Excuse me. Because I feel like, you know, when you first take out and you start on this one, and then you go over to this one, you're not starting at the same place. So I personally like to re-dip, so I'm kind of starting with the same amount of product when I go into this next eye, or next brow. So yeah, back to the books. I want to read a book. I want to read a fiction book. I have like Brene Brown, what's it called? Daring Greatly. One of her very, very famous books. I have that one, and I was in the middle of reading it. I never finished it because not that I wasn't feeling it, but I feel like it's one of those things, like nonfiction books, you really have to be in the mood for, you know? You really got to be in the mood for a nonfiction book. You got to feel like you want it. And I just wasn't feeling like I wanted it. I wanted something where I could get lost in another world. Because the state of the world right now is getting worse. It's not getting better. Oh, man. I don't know what to do with my eyeshadow today. Do I go for something colorful? I have the Raw Beauty Christie Pure palette that I've been using a lot recently. I like barely touched anything on this colorful side. I really want to, but it's very daunting. This side I really like. I like using all these colors. All of them. I've used all of them many, many times. I actually like to use this like pale color. What is it? My Whole Heart. And just go all over the lid. It's like a base shadow, since it's similar to my skin tone. This brush is not clean, but whatever. I don't clean my brushes as often as I should, but who really does? Really, who's got time for that? Who's got patience for that? Patience is what it is. I totally have the time. I don't have the patience. So, okay. I don't want to go too crazy because I gotta work later, and I don't like wearing too crazy makeup to work. Especially don't want anybody to comment. You know, working with like in what's it called, retail. I don't like when people talk to me about things that like are not work related. I'll talk about work related crap all the time, but I don't want to talk about my personal life or just me at all with customers. It's weird. Unless it's somebody I know, no thank you. I'll pass. Okay, I'm just gonna go with my typical, what I've been doing a lot recently, which is I'm taking this light pink shade, just putting it in my crease. Add a little something before I go in the auric. What's it called? Can I remember? The cream eyeshadows. Smoke Reflect. That's what it's called. The Smoke Reflex. I've got the one in, I think it's Temper, the rose goldy one. I really liked that one. I also liked the bronze one, but it was kind of out of my budget to get more than one. So I just got the one. Really like it. Works well, stays in place pretty good. I've got hooded eyelids, obviously. When I'm relaxed, you can see they really come over, but whatever. It's what I got. Gotta work with what I got. So that looks pretty good. So then what I like to do is take the cream from here. This one is what it looks like. So pretty. I love this. I'll take a little bit on my ring finger. And actually go on both my fingers. I'll kind of do one at a time because I could use some more actually. Oh, a squirrel just ran by. A little bit more. And I put it all over the lid. Up into the crease just a little bit. Kind of wipe off the excess on my hand. And I'll take my fluffy brush again. I never told you what brush this was. I think it's a crease blender. Just blending brush from e.l.f. I really, really love this brush. This is like my favorite brush. My favorite eye brush of all time. All time. Like, it's nice and fluffy. It's kind of like tapered, not tapered, what's it called? Like squished. Kind of like ovally shaped, but it's a bit stiffer. I like the stiffer ones. I know there's a time and a place for a less stiff brush, but most of the time, heard a car door. I wonder if somebody's home. Most of the time, I like the stiffer one. I think it just blends better. What do I want? Oh, where did I put it? Oh, and then I'll take the top, go into, you know, on the cap, there's like a glittery topper. Take that. Put that all over, especially on the inside. Adds a little bit of sparkle. Lots of squirrels out today, even in the rain. Do squirrels care about rain? Do other animals care about the rain the way humans do? Oh, yeah, my dad's home. That's okay. We're almost done anyways. So, that's pretty much it. I could put eyeliner on. Actually, you know what I am going to do? I'm going to take this angled brush and go into this dark brown. There it is. The dark brown down here. The cooler brown. Kind of push that into the lash line to kind of add some definition, but not like a full-on liner. So you can kind of see this like lash line looks a bit thicker than this one. Quite like that. So I'm just gonna do the same thing. Oh, that one I kind of messed up. See, I kind of got a little too high on this side. I just can kind of try and blend it out a little bit. So it's not too... Did that make it worse? Okay, we're just gonna use our fingers. Fingers are your best friend. Okay. Mascara. I'm using the, is it Maybelline? Bambi Eye. And that's it. That's all. That's all I'm gonna do because I don't really worry about my face makeup recently. I could add a little bit of bronzer. Maybe my forehead. Nobody else is gonna see anywhere else. I don't know how that looks on camera. That just looks muddy. Okay, I'll add it to the rest of my face just to make things a little bit more cohesive. Okay, some sparkle falling out. That's okay. Just kind of wipe that away. That's why I like to do eyes first if I'm gonna do face. Because you never know what kind of fallout you're gonna have from your eyes. Oh, look, I have some black eyes. Some black marks on my eyes. Take just a little spoolie brush. Just wipe them away with that. Excuse me. Flake right off. Okay. So that's what we have. I didn't really do a highlight on my eyebrow bone. That's okay. You don't want to use that light pink, the light shade in the beginning. And that's it. That's all. That's what we got. Thanks for watching. Bye.